everyone. Glad to have you with us. And I have my friend Dr. Michael Murray with us. Hey, Dr. Murray, great to have you on.
Mark, it's always a pleasure.
Absolutely. Well, I'm excited to talk about your book today, the Longevity Matrix book. And what book number is that for you, by the way? Can you keep track?
I've never added them up. It's over 30. I've never added them up. I should do that
Great.
sometime.
That's great. That's great. Well, let's talk about this, the longevity matrix. You know, in our society, there's a lot of books that come out, a lot of talk about anti-aging, all sorts of different theories on it. I think people like you and myself who are trained in all different types of medicine, especially the types of things which really contribute to longevity, the diet, the lifestyle, how you handle stress, attitude, detoxification, hormone balance, all these things really are the keys to longevity. But tell us more about, why did you write the longevity matrix?
What a great introduction. I mean, the things, and you just scratched the surface. I mean, so many things are involved in living longer. Everything has to be working optimally within the system. I really wanted to address this issue for a couple of reasons. One, the book is not all about living longer. It's about learning how to live better. And if you take care of what you need to do right now to live a better life, then that's going to pay off with a longer life. So it's about living better, stronger, and longer. And the concept of a matrix refers to how a system works. And our body is a very complex system composed of many subsystems, and everything kind of works together, and we're only as strong as our weakest link. And for some people, it may be their immune system. For others, it may be their heart. For others, it may be their detoxification. For many, it's their gut. And then, of course, we got the brain and other body systems as well. So what I tried to do in the book was guide people through kind of a self-assessment of all their body systems and see where we might be able to tune some things up and improve the working of that system. And by strengthening that link, we can strengthen the whole chain.
Yeah, so that's pretty smart. Basically what we do in practice when you're talking with a patient, and by asking them questions and getting information back, we're kind of going through almost an algorithm and finding out where the biggest weaknesses are. And often as holistic doctors, and what you do in the book is when you find the biggest weaknesses and you address those, then it has ramifications throughout the whole body. Is that a good way to put it?
I love talking to you because you get it. And we see it all the time, right? When the system breaks down due to one link not doing its job, the whole system has been affected by that one weak link. And if you strengthen digestion, it has ramifications on how your brain works. It has ramifications on your liver and detoxification. It has ramifications on your immune system. When you help your heart, if you help your vascular system, you're delivering more nutrients and oxygen. So everything works together. And yes, when you're able to identify that weak link by strengthening it, you strengthen the whole system.
Right, absolutely. That makes sense. So you have several different chapters. Let me just go through them real quickly here. We've got chapter 1, Priming for Success. Chapter 2, Keys to Anti-Aging and the Longer Life. Chapter 3, Health Begins with the Digestive System. Chapter 4, Detoxifying from a Toxic World. Chapter 5, Tuning Up Your Metabolism. That'll be a popular one. Chapter 6, Enhancing the Immune System. Another very popular topic. Chapter 7, The Heart of Extending Life. One of the top 2 causes of mortality, heart disease. Chapter 8, Breaking Free from Stress and Depression. Very timely. Chapter 9, Boosting and Protecting Your Brain. Very, very important, especially to people over the age of 50, we find. Chapter 10, Strengthening Bones, Joints, and Muscles. Chapter 11, Keys to Healthier Hair, Skin, and Nails. And Chapter 12, Advanced Superfood and Supplement Program. So these chapters really tell us kind of what we talked about before. There's a lot of health gurus out there, and they focus on one thing. So no matter what problem a person has, it's this one diet. They basically proclaim fixes everything. Or another guru will say, oh, you got to address your hormones and that will fix everything. But we've just seen with your book, by going through all the major divisions, that's the key, finding out where the weaknesses are and balancing those so people can go those individual chapters, although they should read the whole book when they know they have weaknesses in one of those systems.
Exactly. And if you look at a lot of the life extension or longevity books, they focus on a lot of the key biochemical aspects of aging and how to fight against it. And that may have some benefit, but when you look at what people are suffering from and what they're dying from, those are I think those trump some of the anti-aging strategies. So that's the whole premise of the book, is that if you help people live better through addressing the underlying cause, preferably with the use of natural measures, because many of the drugs are putting people in the grave early. We know that with anticholinergic drugs. We know that with PPIs. We know this with sedative hypnotic drugs. We know this with some of the simple over-the-counter drugs. They're really, the way in which they work is irrational. And I explain what these drugs are doing and why they're causing this shortening of a person's life and what they can utilize instead from our natural pharmacy to get better results and get at the underlying cause of their illness.
Right, and what the things you have in your books, like the Longevity Matrix, you have the most cutting edge information. I mean, there are ways to help people with their health in much more efficient, quicker, and effective ways than other techniques. And because you keep up on the research in the holistic medicine world, nutrition, nutritional supplements, would you agree there are ways for people to get healthier faster, maybe compared to some older techniques?
Absolutely. And one of the drugs that I really harp on that we shouldn't be using are proton pump inhibitors, drugs like Nexium and Prilosec. These drugs, they're really blocking a key physiological function, not just the manufacture of stomach acid, but also via their action of blocking proton pumps throughout the body and including the brain. So we see a long list of side effects with these drugs, including a shorter lifespan. So, people die with greater risk of heart disease. People are dying of certain cancers because of the long-term use of PPIs. It's known to lead to Alzheimer's disease. So there's a lot of complications with these drugs. Now, are there safe and effective natural approaches? Absolutely, and these are covered in the book. And in some of these situations, like the natural approach to gastroesophageal reflux disease, the natural approach in head-to-head studies performed better than the drug approach. And people just don't know that because their doctors don't know that because there's no financial incentive.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Good point. Well, again, people can get more information at the longevitymatrix.com. Have it up here on the website for people to see. And Michael, for the viewers, we're going to have some other videos they can check out as well in the near future on some of the key chapters in your book. But if they go to longevitymatrix.com, I think you have a good promotion for them to really help people out to get the information.
It's a big book. It's an over 500-page book. Sometimes people ask me what time it is, and I tell them how a watch is made. But when we're talking about health, what I've found is that people will comply if they understand the need and the reason for taking a supplement or eating in a certain way or avoiding things. If they understand the reasons why, they're more likely to be compliant. And I want to help people improve their health and live longer. So I'm offering this book at pretty much we're giving it away. For $10, we send you this 550-page book, and that includes shipping. And we also include over $200 worth of free bonuses. I have a 2-hour program on COVID-19 questions and answers. I've got a free digestive health assessment program, and we also provide solutions there. I have information on the latest research on Alzheimer's disease and natural medicine, so that's included there. And then I developed a 10-day detox diet. Many people, they get excited, they want to change, and they want to get rid of all the stored toxins and start eating clean. And so they want to do something to accomplish that. So I developed this guide, a free 10-day detox guide, and that's this whole program, this detox program is included when they get that book for just $10.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your time, and we'll look forward to having some other videos out with you in the near future.
Fantastic. Thank you.